Hey guys, welcome back to iXoft Original, and today we're just going to see how to fetch data from this database table here, right here in Access, and fetch it into a grid view in Visual Studio VB.net. Before we get started, if you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's head over to the lesson for today. So first thing first, we just have to add our grid view. Just have to add our grid view here. Then just dock it to the parent container like that. Then you can really adjust it anyhow you want it to be. That's really fine. Now let's go here and let's start doing something. So basically what I want to do is just create a private sub which will hold all the functions. So I'm just going to say private sub, and I'm just going to call this get data from access. Right, so in here I'm just going to declare a connection string, which is very important, a string, and this string is actually going to be the directory to where we want to fetch our database from. So just going to use provider equals to microsoft.ace.oledb.12.0, ended up with a semicolon, and we have to specify the data source. And with this data source right here, I'd like to bring it up to the next line. So yeah, so with this data source, I'm just going to use ensign here because I want to specify it from my.application.info.directory path. That is where I want to specify my file from. So in here I simply have to go in for the database name, and the database name is called database1, and we have to add the format, I mean the extension to this. So it's going to be .accdb like this. That looks perfect. Now let's declare query a string which is equal to be select from, then we add a table name, and from here you can see the table name is called users and the database name is database1. So I'm just going to say users, so we are selecting from users. Now let's declare connection as new OLEDB connection like this. Before you do that, you just have to import system.data.oledb. It's very important. So this connection is actually going to refer from our connection string. Exactly. Now let's declare data adapter as new OLEDB adapter, OLEDB data adapter. And now what we have to do is we just call the query we created and then the connection, just like that. Now let's declare data table as new data table. Exactly, just like this. Now let's open the connection and let's set the data adapter fill to the data table. Exactly. Now let's close the connection after we've gotten the data from the database. Now we have to fetch the data into the data grid view. So I'm just going to say DataGridView1 data source. Now the data source is going to be from the data table, just like that. Since we are done, let's go back here, and on the load event we're just going to call this get data from. Microsoft Access. So just going to say get data from Microsoft Access. Now one more thing, let's try and use try catch exception to handle errors. So I'm just going to cut this, then I add this into a try catch block, and I'm just going to say MSG box should tell me let's get the exact error it will catch right here. So after we are done, just make sure you save your project and let's start it up and let's see. There you go. So we have our data right in here, and you can go ahead and then add a lot of data, and as you can see, we already have the data in here listed up in here, and everything seems working perfectly fine, and we are good to go. If you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which wouldn't take a lot of time of doing that. Thank you very much. If you have any comments, please leave it below the section, and I will be very happy to take you through everything. Until then, iSoft Original is out. Thank you.